Welcome back everyone. I am so excited for this video because this is going to be a talk through back to school makeup tutorial using all affordable products, more specifically Coastal Scents. They reached out to me and sent me some of their newest products. I tested them out before I filmed this video and I was pleasantly surprised. So I had to create a look for you guys. I want this to be geared towards those of you who are a little more glam, a little more extra, and you don't have to wear it necessarily just for school. I also want it to be versatile. And I will show you how to turn it into a nighttime look. Of course, all of the Coastal Scents products that I use in this video will be listed in the description box down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to tuck my hair back because I want you to see everything. I love this palette. Look at how beautiful the shades are. It's an all matte palette. Can't wait to play around with it. Coastal Scents also sent me their Primrose brush collection. It comes with 8 brushes. I believe there's 4 eye brushes and 4 face brushes, and they're really soft, and I just love how pink it is. We're going to take this brush and dip it into the beige shade to set our eyelids. I already did my brows off camera. They did not send me a brow product that matches my hair color. It's a little bit darker, so I'm gonna actually use the brown pencil they sent me for eyeliner. I wanna use this on the crease. It's like a nice caramel shadow. It reminds me of those little caramel candies in the plastics. You know what I'm talking about? Those are so good. I'm going to slightly go above the crease. If you have a smaller lid space, I recommend just sort of feeling where your eye socket is, and that's where you want to put your first transition shade. Now for those of you who like a more natural look, I would stop after this, put some mascara on, and you're good to go. Now we are going to deepen that with the shade right next to it, maybe this one. It's a more warm brown, and we're just going to put this on the outer part of the crease, just to give it a little bit of dimension so that later on when we add that darker edge, it'll blend seamlessly. And I'm using that same crease brush, just doing light circular motions. All right, onto the lid shade. I'm going to use their small little flat brush. Look how small that is, it's so cute. And take the mauve shade. We are going to put that on the lid. I just think it's going to be really pretty. I'm just going to swipe. There's a little bit of fallout, but it's not a big deal because I don't have foundation on yet. So pretty. I don't know why I'm whispering, but I am. I'm just going to take the crease brush and do a little bit of blending between the crease and the lid shade on both eyes. So I wipe off my brush and I'm going to go in with this shade, and we're just going to blend around the crease just to soften it a little bit. You'll see the difference. I will show you in a second. I do this with all of my eye looks. If you have been a subscriber of mine for a while, you know that I like to do a beige around the crease no matter what color it is, because I think it just blends really nicely and also perfect for when you add your brow bone highlight. It's just a seamless blend. Around the edges, you can use a smaller brush. I don't have one at the moment, so I'm using the same dense brush that we used in the beginning. This is a good trick to do if you took your eyeshadow a little too high up or your crease shade a little too high up. It's the perfect technique to use. And I'm gonna use this nice deep purple shade. This is the shade that stood out to me the most in the palette, and I couldn't wait to try it out. So I like that this is a buildable shadow, and I'm not taking this shade too high up into the crease. I'm just focusing it on that outer part, blending as I go. Do you guys ever have a favorite eye to put shadows on? Because my left eye is definitely that one where all the shadows blend faster and quicker, easier, takes less time. I don't know why. That's definitely my left eye, where I don't have to do much with shadows. It just sort of blends without really trying. Then I'm going into the Painted Lady palette and highlighting my brow bone with that really bright white shade. It was just speaking to me. I really want a nice opaque white brow bone highlight. So I think this will work for that. It's called the Express line in 03. So I will use this as eyeliner. I suggest warming this pencil up on your hand before going into the lash line because it is a little bit of a hard pencil. I have my base on, everything except concealer, but we are going to go in with the concealed palette, and it comes with so many colors for concealing, correcting, brightening. You can even cream contour with these deeper shades. We're obviously not going to cream contour today because nobody has time for cream contour when they're going to school. So I take a flat concealer brush, also from Coastal Scents, and I just go right underneath. And then I like to blend with a beauty blender for sure. Cannot blend concealer under my eyes with a brush for some reason. I'm very happy with the concealer. I'm just going to set everything and be right back. So for the lower lash line, I'm gonna use the Painted Lady palette. I just want to swatch one for you guys. Look at that finger. Look how beautiful the swatch is. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna go in with that deep purple shade with, there's some flecks of shimmer for sure. So we're gonna do that on the outer part of the lower lash line. Then I'm gonna take a small detail brush again, wet it with Fix Plus, and then go into the bronzy shade right here. You're going to highlight the inner corners with that champagne shade right here. So beautiful. Coastal Scents also sent me a mascara, which we will be using, of course. It's called the Envision Length Mascara. I'm gonna open it up. And this is how the wand looks. The bristles are plastic, which I don't mind. I actually like the plastic bristles more because it adds a lot of length to my lashes. I just like to wiggle at the base all the way up to the top. On to bronzer, contour, blush, highlights, and they sent me individuals. I don't know the name off the top of my head for each of these individual pots, but I will list it all in the description box down below. They also sent me this like nice tulip powder brush. Actually, no, I'm just gonna use this one for contour. This is the contour shade we're going to use just on the hollows of my cheeks. And it's a really nice contour shade. It's not too warm, it's not too cool toned. Wow. And the good thing about using this brush is that it's really soft, so it won't apply too much product all at once. I really like bronzing my forehead, so I'm a little more heavy-handed when it comes to bronzing the forehead area and also hitting the jawline. Okay, then we are on to contour. And then with one of the brushes, one of the big fluffier brushes from the Primrose collection, we're gonna use that middle bronzer shade. Just going over that contour. Just keep in mind that this does have shimmer. For a highlight, I'm going to use this shade. It's just It looks sort of like sand from the Anastasia contour kit. And with a Morphe Y14 brush, I'm dabbing into it, tapping off the excess. That is a nice highlight. So I recommend using a fluffier brush when applying the blush, because then it's more gradual when it comes to the application. Do not use a dense brush because you will get too much product on your cheeks. Honestly, I cannot stop staring at how beautiful this whole cheek looks. I'm going to use the lipstick in 01. I'm just gonna dab, 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 dab. And then we're gonna top it off with the clear gloss they sent me. This is called Lip Tubes Lip Gloss in Crystal. Okay, first application, it reminds me of the Juicy Tubes from Lancome, I believe. I'm not gonna add too much. This is how it looks. Honestly, I am so happy with how it turned out. I'm looking at myself in the mirror like constantly because it's just so fresh and so pretty. I'm calling it right now. This is definitely going to be my go-to look for every day. We are, however, going to add falsies for nighttime and also going to switch up the lip color. These are how the lashes look. They are from Coco Mink Lashes and they are in the style Brie. I already have my lashes on, but I'm going to switch up that pink glossy lip to Rouge. This is a more red toned gloss. And those are the finished eyes with falsies and more mascara. I'm just so happy with it. I love how it brings out the hazel in my eyes. And this is the finished look. I really hope you liked it and hopefully you learned some tips and tricks that you could try out at home. I will leave the link to the website for Coastal Scents in the description box down below. Be sure to check it out because they have a ton of affordable makeup products. And also, if you do plan to recreate this look, all you have to do is hashtag Coastal Scents on their Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and you could get featured on their social media pages. How cool would that be? Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.